Hello and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sunaina. I'm here doing a love reading for the beautiful Librans. Sun, Moon, Rising Librans. I hope you guys are doing well. And Venus in your sign with regards to your love situation. And before I begin, guys, let me tell you that people I'm connecting with seems to be in a different zone in here with regards to your love situation. So, in case you feel that you are not one of these people here, then don't force yourself into the reading. Or it could be that do yourself a favor and check this reading maybe 3 to 4 weeks later because time is fluid and what resonates with someone today might resonate with you a little later. So, this is not time stamped, guys, even though this reading is for the month of August, but it could well be that you are the person who probably have is going to have this experience in August or maybe a little bit later. But whatever the situation is, um, take what resonates with you and leave the rest, guys. Okay, I love you, people. Wonderful souls. Let's start off. Now, your major arcana in this reading for the month of August is self reflection or judgment card in here that you have, Librans. Okay, so which is again judgment, big time. It's a big deal, guys. Okay, so you are going to be, sorry, excuse me. You're going to be doing a self reflection on your own stuff, on whatever has happened with your love relationship, or what has that particular love relationship that you might have experienced have made you as a person. Whether you have grown stronger or you have grown weaker, what are the lessons you have learned from those kind of experiences in the past that you probably have shared with somebody you thought you loved or you had the love relationship with. Or it could be that this is the judgment that is coming to you because now, in the month of August, the universe is calling you to gravitate towards this judgment or self reflection of your lessons. It's mostly to do with your own self karma, what you have done, how you have behaved, what are the lessons you have picked up from the relationships, and what are the lessons that is coming to you, and how you should carry yourself forward in this course of your love relationship. Everything that is coming through to you from the universe, which you are now kind of reckoning with to understand your love situation better, because you are now awakening up to the fact that whosoever is either coming to your life or has already stepped in, you are seeing that person from a different perspective because you have learned your lessons, you have understood the good and the bad by now in your love situation, and you have understood that it's time for you to take those lessons and see in a new perspective the way you can work with your love in this journey, in this lifetime, guys. Okay, so you're basically kind of changing because, excuse me, because judgment is stepping in, and when judgment comes in, judgment is wakening you up. They're like shaking you up, they're letting you know it's time for you to rise out of your ashes, be the phoenix to come out of the ashes, to soar upwards, because you are a God's creation, you are the creation of the universe. So it's your right now to take this leap forward, to do the best you can possibly do because you have learned your earlier lesson. So by now you have grown into a person who can recognize not only themselves but who will also have the ability to recognize the depth of their love relationship, right? So, this is what you're coming out, basically arising out of a place, because this card is ruled by Pluto, guys. Judgment is ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is the underworld ruler. So, there are echoes in this card which calls for death. So, you are putting death to many situations because that old stuff needs to be closed. Everything comes to an end with a new beginning that's walking in your life, Librans. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising. So that is the kind of aura that you are holding in yourself. It's a major arcana, and this traditional meaning of judgment is it's asking you to reflect, focus, evaluate on yourself and your actions. Self reflection. Because when we can do that self reflection, we are more clear. We can understand the objective about where we are now and what we need to do in order to grow and move this love situation forward. So that is where this judgment is coming in, guys. Okay. And it's appearing in a reading that signifies that you are coming close to this significant point in your life where you have to now start to even evaluate yourself and your action, guys. Okay, so it's a period of awakening, self reflection, clear idea of what you need to now do, need to change to be true to yourself and your need. And if that means that you are making small time changes to your daily life in order to cure yourself, do that, because that will again make huge impact on the people who are actually close to you and they want to come forward to offer their love to you, guys. So whatever you have to do, Librans, it's the time for judgment with regards to your love situation. And with judgment comes in your soulmate. So I may be connecting with people who are in the soulmate situation, soulmate relationship, twin flame relationship. They are not very old people. I'm connecting to people probably from their late 20s to whatever period in time, okay? So not very young, but again from late 20s to whatever period in time. So it is where this is your story starts in August, guys. Okay, so if you haven't already contacted or if you haven't already touched upon this person in your life, know that whoever is coming into your zone during the month of July and August, or maybe September for some people, because that's going towards the Libran season, you will topple upon somebody in your love zone who is definitely going to be the person or your soulmate for the rest of your life, guys. Okay, so that is the build up of this judgment, because now you have started to change yourself in order to welcome this soulmate connection. You are doing a self reflection on your own past history, on the lessons you have learned, on the lessons that has taken you by storm, of the hardship, the pain, the suffering, whatever has happened. But now you are changing yourself to come out of that dark area of your life, to recognize that there is something bigger and brighter which is waiting to greet you. And that person is your soulmate, Librans. Okay? So this is a beautiful energy, and your oracle card in here is telling you that when the dog is nearby, this means your friends are true. But if he is far away, your friendship may be true. So take care with regards to love. This card is signifying that if you meet people who are always saying yes to you, sorry, excuse me, who are always kind of trying to make you happy by saying a yes all the time, even though they don't want to, but just to make you happy, please know that person is not being loyal at all. Because when it's true love, a love with a soulmate, that person will definitely say a no, and you will have a conflict with that person. But that conflict is because that love is true. Because in true love, guys, it's never always a yes man or a yes woman. It is always yes is a part of the story, but no is a similar part of the story, guys. So if it is always a yes, that's a red flag to you right then and there. If you'd ask that person to do this, to do that, you might like it, Librans. You might, but know for sure that is not your true love. Your true love will come, or you will recognize that true love is only when that person, whosoever you are going to connect with as your soulmate, will have that ability to say no to you and will put their foot down. And you probably will end up having a conflict because that person has said no to whatever situation. But that is the signal, guys, that I'm letting you know that if that happens, please take that as a positive signal, because that is what your and where your soulmate lies. A person who will have that ability to correct you, a person who will have that ability to create order in your life, to say no to a situation when they actually want to say no. Not all the time, of course. And that may not make you too happy, Librans, but at the same point, that is your signal. That's your green signal. Okay? So take that green signal as it is being told to you by my spirit, and walk into the journey as and when it hits you, guys. Now, as far as your soulmate, if that's the person you're contacting or connecting with, you have probably already connected with, or you are in the process, you will be connecting with in the month of August, or like I said, end August. But this person, at this moment in the higher self, they are fighting between, uh, they're fighting with something in their higher self, because, at one end they want peace and harmony, but on the other side, on the other end, there is suppression or discomfort. Okay, there is a kind of discomfort. It's like the 10 of wand energy, where everything seems to be, this person is kind of crushed under the pressure of anything that is happening in their zone. But whatever the situation is, this person is fighting, is struggling to bring back the harmony, but at the same time, very contrast energies in here, polar contrast, guys, because on one hand, that person is very spiritual, and that person, because that person is very spiritual, that person is your soulmate, guys, because soulmate, twin flame, has to be a part of your spiritual connection. So he or she, whoever it is contacting you or is connecting with you, Librans. They are very spiritual. They want that peace and harmony in this beautiful soulmate journey or twin flame connection. But there is something in their zone which is not making them a very happy camper. Something that is keeping them suppressed, something that is bothering them, something where they feel crushed, um, under a heavy burden of whatever it is. We will find out. We will try to find out. But yes, that is the situation. So, on one hand, spiritualism is a part of their story, but on the other side, suppression, which could be a 3D kind of an energy where they're being bogged down with a lot of things from their own zone, guys. Okay, so they are in that kind of an energy. Let's take a clarifier for harmony and suppression in here to see what my spirit has to let you guys know. So it is card. There are two cards in here, guys, and both cards are card number 10, which signifies the beginning of another phase in their life as well. So it could be that. So let's look at that here. Let's give me a clarifier for harmony and suppression in here, please. But whatever it is, they are definitely under some kind of pressure, excuse me, where they are not happy. They feel like as though things are burning within them, They want to they want to say a lot of things, but they are not being able to tell it. But at the same time, with the Eight of Wands in here, guys, they want to talk about it. They want to let you know. They want to communicate that with you. They want to bring their words out. They want to take action on this love relationship. They want to move forward. Okay? So it is that kind of a feeling that spiritually that they are trying to be very calm, composed. They're trying to be very peaceful. But on the other side, on the other hand, they also want to tell you, communicate, let their vengeance out. It could be that you are connecting with somebody in the past or somebody from the past. It could be that this person had already come into your life and you guys had walked away. Y'all had drifted apart. And again, y'all are reconnecting. That could be one scenario for some. Or it could be a totally new person. But it doesn't look to me to be a totally new person, guys. It is somebody you have known. Okay, you have known. You might have been with them or with that person for whatever time period. But then after that, something happened and you guys drifted. And that is probably the reason why, when this person is coming back to your zone, that person has a lot of things, maybe a bit of anger in them. Maybe it's a bit of anger in them that they are putting under suppression. They're not letting you know, but it is within them. But at the same time, they want to definitely let you know. They want to vent it out. They want to rush forward with their words and actions. But yes, now it is this. So yes, so because of that anger, they are trying to suppress that. They are trying to deal with their spiritual self more so that they do not vent out, they do not kind of throw it on you. They do not want to upset you, but at the same time, they definitely have a lot to say to you guys. So it is a past connection, ladies and gentlemen. It is somebody you have known, Librans, and they are re-entering your life. Okay, so that is the energetic feel I'm getting out of this reading. And as for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Libra, you'll have the patience to deal with the situation in here, because you know that somewhere you might have been the person to have walked away from this person before. It could be that. So you know, because you are being guided by the moon. So you're going through the cycles of the moon in order to give birth to this relationship. But you are waiting patiently at this moment because you don't want to rush, because even you know that you have to also kind of take time to heal your own self issues, Libran, before you can actually get into this relationship with your soulmate or twin flame. Okay, so right now in the month of August, you're sitting put. You are not in your higher self. You're taking the universal guidance. You're trying to hear that noise from the universe, the guidance from the universe, and you're trying to imbibe and embody that same energy that's coming down to you from the cycles of the moon. But at the same time, in yourself, there is a lot of spiritual stuff that is going on, but you are not letting anybody know about it. You're just trying to get the spiritualism or the spiritual self in you in a better way for you to understand this connection, why it has happened again, what it is that has brought it back again, and what am I supposed to do from here onwards? Where should I go? What direction should I take? So both you guys are somewhere very spiritually connected, guys. Very spiritually connected. And that is the reason it is a soulmate connection people I'm tapping into, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's take a clarifier for the card in with patience here for yourself. Please give me a clarifier for patience for the Librans. But yes, definitely it's a beautiful energy that you are taking in, Libran. Y'all are not hastily making any calls on this. You are not doing any judgment call on this decision. But right now, you are letting go of the past burden. Sorry, the Ten of Wands in the reverse. You are letting go of the hurt, the pain, the guilt, everything that you had been carrying with regards to either this relationship that probably had drifted, you guys had drifted apart, or that something happened that made you feel guilty with this person in the past, that you probably had not taken the right course of action with regards to your decisions in this love journey. So, whatever the situation is, guys, y'all are letting go of that. Y'all are kind of putting an end to it. Y'all are emerging out of that guilt, and you have learned your lessons. You're emerging out of that guilt, the pain, the suffering that you had been carrying in yourself, Libran, with regards to your own issues, with regards to your love issue, with regards to this probably this person, your soulmate. So all those things that you had been carrying in yourself with patience, guys, you are letting that go. You are starting off on a new cycle, and that is the reason why you're putting an end to this suffering in here for yourself. You have the Eight of Wands and you have the Ten of Wands in here. So it's, between 8 and 9, both you guys, between 8 and 10, the ninth wand is not showing up, which is fatigue, exhaustion, tiredness. That is not showing up. But that is not showing up because you guys are not tired. Y'all are just doing your internal stuff. Y'all are just working on your internal issues. So that is the reason there is no tiring energy in here. But at the same time, it's a very spiritual energy, guys. Very, very spiritual for both you people, okay? So that is what it is in your higher self. Now, with regards to your cards for your heart connection, guys, you both guys have got 3 cards in here because the heart belongs to, in a love relationship, I always take the heart and soul together for my reading. And you all know this by now, okay? So, the first card is turning in, second is conditioning, and third is aloneness. Okay, so you've got 3 cards in here. So what it is with your own self-image, you are alone. In your heart, you're not mixing this love story with the other person. You're taking this love story by yourself in a very spiritual way. Both of you are connecting to each other in a very spiritual relationship. But at the same time, guys, from your heart energy, y'all are getting used to the fact of who you are with this conditioning card, because traditionally this conditioning card from the Zen tarot deck tells you that, it's a story about a lion who had been brought up in the family of sheep. So, and the lion used to look at the sheep and think that he is also a sheep. Okay, little knowing that this lion is a lion and not a sheep. Okay, but the image that he had from his eyes was that of a sheep. And so he considered himself to be a sheep until the time one of the sheep decided to take the lion out of this cluster of sheep in here, or the herd of sheep, and take this lion to the water to make him see his own reflection. And when the lion looked at his own reflection, he was taken aback by surprise because he didn't know that he has this individual power of being a lion. He considered himself to be a sheep all the time. So when he looked at his reflection, he was like in amazement, and he said, "Oh wow, I never knew that I had so much of power in me, because I used to think I'm like one of you guys." So conditioning for you, Librans, for both of you, is bringing back your individuality in your heart, because you both know that you guys are strong people individually, and that is the reason there is a soulmate connection, because soulmate is somebody who are the mirror images of one another, like the twin flame. So you guys are the mirror images in your heart, because you all are now coming to terms with the fact that internally that's what y'all are turning in. Y'all are putting, it's like the four of sword energy, where y'all are trying to rest and meditate in order to understand who you really are in your power. Okay, and that you are also taking the help of this lonely figure of being alone, cutting away from the noise, from the cacophony of the outside world, and coming to terms with the fact that you are somebody very different from the rest of the crowd. That you by yourself, and this talking to both you guys because it's a soulmate connection, that somewhere in your heart you're getting the fact known now, or you're recognizing the fact that you have the power to refuse the devils in your life. You have the power to throw away the negative from your life, to get rid of the negative factors that has affected your love relationship. Excuse me, because you are somebody who is just like the lion, and you had never seen your reflection, and that is again your judgment here, guys. Judgment is making you see your reflection, letting you know, Librans, that you are more than what you think or what you have been thinking for so long. You are more powerful as a person, as an individual, and you have the power to go to the divine and seek his help in your spiritual wisdom as well, guys. Okay? So, in your heart, this is how you guys are connecting with one another. Let's take a clarifier for this. Excuse me. Please give me a clarifier for the turning in, conditioning, and aloneness here. And it's a beautiful card. It's a three card, and it's telling you a lot. Excuse me. It's letting you know a lot, guys. Please give me a clarif. Oh yeah, there you go. Excuse me. And that is who you are. You're turning into the fact that you do not have to be bitter anymore. You do not have to be rigid in your heart anymore, because you guys, you'll have more power to do better, to bring the order back. You don't have to keep your heart closed anymore. You have the power to open your heart, to walk into this beautiful connection, to connect back into the story, to bring back your, see, this is a twin flame card again, the Six of Cups and the Sun in here. So you have that ability. You have to just know that you are powerful enough in your heart as well to bring back everything that you probably had never imagined was possible, that could have come back. So you have to open your heart. You have to let go of the negative energies, Librans, to welcome the new circle and the cycle of love that is coming into your zone from the month of August. But you will have to take this energy in the right way to walk towards it in a beautiful way, guys, because this is all sitting there. It's all sitting there, and it's just waiting for you to accept it from the universe, to take it from the universe, to walk into this journey, to accept the fact that this is a twin flame and a soulmate connection. That is the only connection that will bring you back your positivity, your energy, your sun, everything, your vitamin D, that is all sitting in your zone. Now, in your soul energy, you have got two cards in here, guys. You have got the creator and you have got guidance, okay? So, from your soul, you have that passion. Your soul is very well connected with your passion, with the feisty nature, with that energy of fire. You want to give birth to it. You want to bring it on the surface. Your souls are interacting with one another, to telling them to create this, but at the same time, you're waiting for the guidance to come to you. when your soul knows that this is the time to create this love, to create this beginning, to create this beautiful destination that you want to go towards, Librans. Okay, so excuse me. So, in your soul, you guys are waiting for that beautiful connection to manifest. You want to bring this connection on the surface, and your heart is already getting into that direction. So, it won't be long before your soul starts to talk with you and you receive the guidance from the universe with regards to your soul connection, guys. Okay, so let's take an energy clarifier for the creator and guidance in here, but it's a beautiful energy in the soul as well. You all are just a little bit hesitant at this moment because everybody has their own little place of fear psychosis, I would like to say it is. So that is what it is. So you're waiting for the guidance to let you know that, it is safe for you. Because in your soul, again, there is something from the past, some kind of a conflict that is not letting you move, stopping you with the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So there is a past conflict with the same person, Libran, that you're reconnecting with or connecting with, guys. Okay? So that conflict, that subtle rivalry, that subtle conflict, that subtle competitive spirit, that argument, very subtle, very, very subtle, but it is there. It is there. So in your soul, that's what you're waiting for, that guidance that will clear up that conflict and allow you to move forward, because in the month of August, you're not being able to do because of this conflict area that is stopping your progress, even though from the bottom of your soul, you want to go ahead. You want to take that leap because you want to create this beginning. You want to start this journey, but somewhere, that little bit of fear psychosis is still prevailing within your soul, guys. Okay? But that is absolutely understandable because you're coming down. There is a history with this person, so you are coming down with a baggage of historical evidences, if that is what I would like to say here, guys. Okay, so that history is still continuing, and because of that history, your soul is not really in that place of being totally clear. It's going to take you time, but it is what it is. Okay, now your past energy, Librans, with regards to this relationship is abundance. Okay, so it clearly tells me that in the past, guys, y'all, when y'all had this relationship, if it is the same person you're reconnecting with, you definitely had a lot of abundance in your zone with this person, guys. So y'all were happy, you had experienced all kinds of goodness, material prosperity, beginning of something good, something that you all have managed to really put colors into, mix and match the colors of happiness in the abundance card. But you definitely had a lot of abundance with this connection in the past. Now let's take a clarifier for the abundance card in here. Yeah, right. But what had happened in here, even though there was a lot of abundance that you have experienced in this connection, guys, your past somebody had deceived this relationship, had walked away in a very wishy-washy manner, without letting you know, without telling you, without giving you enough reasons to explore. It looks like they had just picked up their stuff and they had run away. Okay, so that had left you out in the cold, Libran. It is totally understandable that they got scared, but it was very deceitful of them. They sneaked away from you, if that is what I might want to say here, leaving you behind in a very bad state, Libran. Okay, so you were not happy with that situation. You felt hurt. You were in complete sorrow, grief, pain, because this person tricked you. This is a very tricky card of a person who could manage to trick you by escaping from that situation of love that you were holding with that person. Okay, so that is your past connection. Even though both you guys were enjoying the abundance of this relationship, but still, the Seven of Swords is not a good card to have in here, Libran. So somebody had tricked you, somebody had neglected you, somebody had not prioritized you in this relationship, and they had just packed their bags and overnight they escaped. It's a very escapist situation. It's a card of a person who cannot face the truth and therefore has to sneak away to escape any harsh realities. Okay, so that is the kind of energy that is coming out of this reading from your past situation. Let's see what's connecting you from your past to your present situation, Librans. Let's look at that. Please give me a connecting card of the past with the present in here. So it could be that this person had sneaked out once, had escaped once, and is again coming back to your zone. Possibility is high, guys. Okay? Please give me a connecting card between the past energy and the present higher self energy in here. I've got 3 cards. Let's see here. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah. You have the Page of Swords, you have Strength, and you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So what it is somebody is bringing you back some messages with regards to this connection, guys. And there is a mental clarity of the situation that is coming into your zone where you will be able to understand what happened in the past and why it happened, guys. Okay? But at the same time, you definitely need that strength to get the truth out of this person. Okay, because this person is probably not going to tell you everything right away with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, because there could be cruelty, bitterness, chaos in their own zone. Excuse me. But at the same time, they are not being dishonest. I wouldn't say they're being dishonest, but they're not going to let you know the complete truth. But then it is up to you guys with your mental clarity and strength, Librans. You will have to figure out the truth, guys. Y'all will have to ask for the truth. So this is your connecting card in here. And that is the reason it all makes sense now that you are being patient. And this person is under a lot of stress in their higher self. Now it makes more sense because they want to tell you the truth. But at the same time, they are kind of scared to let you know the truth, guys. Okay? But it is, universe is giving you the mental clarity, Librans. It's an air energy, that's you. And it's giving you the strength of the lion as well. It's a fiery energy, Leo energy. And plus again, it's also letting you know that with air and fire, you can bring out the truth now. And you will have to bring out the truth, guys. Because if you have to progress with this person who could be your soulmate, but at the same point in time, not could be, is your soulmate. But at the same point in time, you definitely have to know the truth because it is important not because of anything else, but it is important for you to know what he did or what she did in the past and why they behaved the way they had behaved. You want a complete clarity of the entire situation with regards to whatever happened in this journey of love. Now, in the present physical 3D, guys, y'all are healing, Librans, okay? Very spiritual kind of an energy with everything that's going around you. You're taking time to heal. You're taking time to understand how you can walk into the situation, how you should, excuse me, how you should try to manifest the situation better, and you're trying to embody the healing powers of the universe, or trying to open the chakras in order to receive the vibrations and the waves that are floating into your zone in the physical world as well, in order for you to feel better, in order for you to gain strength, in order for you to understand the core basic structure of this relationship, guys. Let's take a card, a clarifier for the healing. It's a very spiritual kind of a healing. It could be that you guys will meditate, you know, too many cards. It could be that you guys might go for meditation. You might do some yoga practice. It could be anything that is very spiritually connected to you and your likings, which will open up your mind in order for your chakras to reciprocate with you in the same way. Give you that frequency and vibration of the healing power. Please give me a clarifier for healing here. So you definitely, Librans, you will take the time, you will take the energy to heal, to understand the situation for the offer that is coming in your way with regards to your love, guys. Okay. Now, this offer could be a material offer, it could be an emotional offer, or it could be an apology. That's an emotional offer, but it is coming to you guys where, somebody is coming forward to heal you completely, to take care of you, to nurture you by offering their love to you, at the same time making sure that they can be apologetic towards whatever happened with you in the past, guys. Okay, because it looks like not you doing the offer, Librans, it's somebody, the other person who is going to be making that offer of love to you, okay, surprising you in the physical world. But that in turn will definitely allow you to heal because you have wanted this to happen. And this offer is definitely going to make you feel much better than what probably you had felt or you have been feeling, guys. Now, going forward in your physical world, in the towards the end of the month of August, guys, you have letting go. Now, letting go in this deck is, when the raindrops are falling from the sky and the gravitational pull is pulling it down towards the leaves and the stones and the rocks and everything. But the first thing, when there are plants around on the earth, the water drops fall on the plants, fall on the leaves, and when they are falling, they do not know where they are falling, okay, until they land on this, that they know that their water drop is safely secured on the leaf and that it did not dissipate or it did not break. That bubble is still there. The water bubble is still there, okay? So this is the card of letting go. Letting go means that the universe is letting you know that it's time to step outside your boundary, to let go of your control, to step into the unknown territory of your love relationship that you're about to experience, about to encourage, about to grow. So you will have to let yourself go free, Librans. Allow yourself to come out of that bondage, of that boundary, of that fear psychosis, of that stalemate situation, of that hurt, the pain, all the lessons you have learned. It's time for you to let go yourself, to pick your stuff up again, to enjoy yourself in this new relationship, to make the most out of it without fearing of what's going to happen tomorrow. Okay, so you will have to clear yourself energy in the 3D, in the physical world, Librans, to allow yourself, like the raindrops, to fall from the sky without knowing where you're going to land, but at the same time, trusting the universe and trusting the judgment card in here trusting the fact that you are going to land safe. So sometimes in life, you definitely have to call for that, guys. And that is what you're doing in the month of August 2019, towards the end of August. Please give me a clarifier for the letting go. But it's sometimes in life, you have to gamble. Not every time, but you have to go out of your secured zone, out of your comfort zone, to gamble on something that without expectations, without expecting anything back in return, but at the same time, trusting that the universe is going to allow you to gamble this in a much better way, guys, okay? Or allow you to experience this fruit, the harvest of this gamble in a much better way. Let's take a clarifier for this letting go card, okay? Yeah, see? Oh my God. Close the old chapters, Libran. The world in the reverse. Close the old chapter to begin the new in your life, and trust that you have to let go of the past in order to begin the present, and trust your judgment, trust the universe to help you land safe and secured on a ground that you probably have not known has existed. And now it's time for you to try out that new ground, the new playfield, the new area, the new cycle to begin your new world in the situation of love, guys. You have to close the old. You have to let go of your hurt, of your pain, of your sorrow, of your distress, of your past anger, of your past humiliation, of your past burden. Everything, guys, you will have to, because otherwise you won't be able to move forward, Librans. You won't be able to move forward. Now, in your environment, you have the thunderbolt or the tower. So, which means that environment is killing things which was not right for you. So, it could be anything that is environmentally connected with your power, with your love life, where both you guys had probably not taken the right help, or you had used the environment in a wrong way. Okay, so that is coming to an end. It's a tower moment from the environment, which is killing your ego, your pride, your defect, all the things that you had preserved, your sorrow, your anger, everything that the environment had not been able to kill before is now coming forward in the month of August to take care of it, to give it a tower moment. Guys, let's take a clarifier for thunderbolt in here in the environment. It's like lightning strike. It's like a lightning that is striking down the environment where everything that was not right for you is coming to an end from the environment. Please give me a clarifier for the thunderbolt card in here, coming up in the environment in here. So the environment is killing a lot of negative aspect for you guys. Lot of negative aspect for you. To bring back your emotions, because you were ready to give up. You had completely been overwhelmed in the past. You were ready to give up the fight for love. But now the environment is clearing your way to put you back on your path, to put you back on your 2 feet, to enable you to walk forward, to explore this new love, to grow spiritually wise, to explore this freedom of love, to take this love relationship further, because it's making you curious. Now it's bringing the curiosity up in yourself from the environment by killing your other areas of your life that had destroyed you, that had destroyed your emotions. Okay, that had been so overbearing that you were kind of in a mode where you were ready and willing to give up on anything on the subject of love. Let's put it like that. Okay, now again, in the month of August, it's waking up, it's going forward, it's bringing things together in your love life, it's putting 2 and 2 on the board in here, adding up to 4. Okay, and spiritual wisdom, judgment, everything is supporting you in the right direction. Your hope and your fear, Libran, is your inner voice. So that is very clear. Your hope and your fear is your intuitive self, because you're not being able to completely trust your intuition because you have got hurt, okay, in the past. And that is the reason whenever you're thinking of this relationship, you're kind of scared whether you should trust your intuition with the same person who has re entered your life, or whether you shouldn't. Okay, so that's your hope and that's your fear situation. Totally understandable, Librans. Let's take a clarifier for the inner voice. But again, this is very, very understandable, very logical, because when things like that go wrong, the way thing has gone wrong in your zone, Libran, it's time to pick yourself up, but also trust your intuition, and that is definitely a challenge. That's your hope, that's your fear. You're getting scared to understand your inner voice. But again, you're hoping and praying that you will be able to see through the dark and into the light, for you to understand your inner voice, to be guided, to take this guidance in the right direction, to feel safe and secure again, to move away from the jealousy and insecurities of the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? To be the person you are, guys. Okay, you don't want to be suffocated with your jealousies and insecurities, but that's your hope and fear, that you have to trust your intuition and your inner voice to give you back everything in the right direction, guys. So, but that's again your challenge, and it's not a major challenge, but it's just a challenge that you are facing at this point in time with regards to this situation. But again, it's a challenge, okay? But your inner voice will guide you towards clearing your own self centeredness, towards clearing your own doubt about this person, because again, because you have been too involved with your own self energy, guys. You have been trying to cure yourself. So your hope and fear that you are able to balance the situation. You're able to balance this love, you're able to balance your surroundings, your material wealth, again, not negatively making you greedy, and yet, you should not lack in the sense of duty and your capability of how to ground yourself back again in the proper direction with regards to this love journey. But that's your challenge, guys, and I'm pretty sure you will be able to overcome this challenge. You will be able to face this battle, to cure this problem and take the next step forward, because look at the outcome. You have got comparison and you have got consciousness. Two C's in here, guys, okay? So, which is telling me that with this connection in love, that connection that has reconnected, if I'm not mistaken in here, which is reconnected, your consciousness is telling you to compare your own image, to see what you were before and what you are looking right now. You were like the brown, dead trunk of the tree, and now you're like the green bamboo shoot who has suddenly sprung up from the bottom of the soil, and that is happening because your consciousness is letting you know that how unhappy you had been previously and how happy you are becoming now because of this connection that has revived in your zone, guys. So that's your outcome, where you will be able to compare the two selves of your own personality as you walk into this love journey, to know this connection is meant or was meant to happen or has been initiated by the universe for a reason in this lifetime. So you will have to understand that from the depth of your spiritual consciousness, to come out to recognize the fact that this love or this soulmate connection has made you so much brighter and greener, that you are being able to now understand the difference of your own self image, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's take a clarifier for your comparison and consciousness card. In here, please give me a clarifier for the comparison and consciousness card. There you are. So you are juggling again. You're juggling between to understand how situations have changed for you. Okay, you're not right away accepting this fact probably, but you're trying to juggle within your own self to see the difference this love journey has or this person has made in your life, guys. So you're juggling between your consciousness and your comparison, your own self comparison, to see where you were before, how you were before, and what you are becoming today, just because of this love connection of your soulmate journey, twin flame, whatever that you are reconnecting with. And that is something that your consciousness is juggling to let you know that, hey, listen, take a look at yourself in the mirror and be honest about this, to let yourself know you know where you had been there previously and what you are today going forward. So that is where you are at this point in time. Let me take an after tarot. It's just my curiosity, guys, nothing else. Okay, for the last card in here, just to see what my after tarot tells you about the consciousness, the comparison, and the two of pentacles. You're different. You are juggling, Librans. You're juggling because you can feel the difference. Okay, but right away, you're not accepting that, but you're juggling to see where you were sitting on before, what kind of a place you were in. Not that you were materialistically or financially not doing well, no, but emotionally and romantically, where you had been sitting before, and what this difference in this story has made to you now. And you can juggle that with your own self image to see the difference, guys. Wow. Please give me an after tarot for the last three cards in here: comparison, consciousness, and the two of pentacles. If I can see something more in here for you. Yeah, it's a big time deal, guys, Librans. But I'm so happy for you because you'll deserve it. You'll deserve all the love, guys, because you're so lovable people. So definitely you'll deserve all the love, Librans. Please give me an after tarot for this last bit in here. I just want to see if my spirit is going to grant me the permission to see the comparison, the consciousness, and the two of pentacles in here that you are weighing in yourself. Yep, there you go. To start the new journey again. To take the leap of faith in this love relationship. The Fool, card number 0. You're beginning a new chapter in your love life, guys. Okay, so you're comparing your possibilities of who you had been, of what you have become in that period in time. And if that is what it is, then is it possible for me to move forward and take this leap of faith, guys? Okay, so that's where you're moving into with regards to your love area, love destination, romance, romantic destination, guys. Beautiful reading. I loved every bit of this. I enjoyed the challenges that came through with the cards in here, but at the same point, when the challenges are positive, I love to see and hear them and let you know about it as well. Till then, take care, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, Namaste, and see you soon once again.